so much, Jeremy. Our next guest is an essential worker putting her own needs second as she looks after families from across the country. Maia Faulkner is the National Coordinator for Ronald McDonald House, which supports people who have a child in hospital away from home. She's made the tough call to self-isolate away from her own loved ones to make sure 40 families with sick children get the help they need. Joining us now is Maia Faulkner. Maia, what is this lockdown like for families at Ronald McDonald House?
Well, the families that are with us at this time are families where their child is in intensive care or having some form of life-saving treatment for cancer or a heart problem. So it's very difficult for them because not only are they away from their own home and their own bubble and having to reside within quite a small bubble that we're providing, but they are having to deal with the stress and things of being in the hospital environment. So it's definitely a very challenging time for them.
We just saw you peeling some potatoes. I was pretty interested in that part, big fan of the potato. What are your other roles there?
So my role is the Auckland Programs Manager. What it means is I look after all of the properties that we have in Auckland where we house families who are away from home. So everything from the food to housekeeping to the way that we support families on the front line.
Tell us about that decision you made to carry on working. How hard was that, Maia?
It's been an interesting journey. 4 weeks without my son and my partner. My son has Down syndrome and my parents are aged over 70, so it made sense for them to become one bubble and live together during the lockdown, and for me to continue to come to work and therefore help the families that are needing to be close to their children at this time. So I knew my family was safe, so it was meant that I could do my job and continue to do it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them right now, Maia, as they watch you become a telly star?
Just that I love them, and I'm really proud of them for getting through this 4 weeks as well, and I do look forward to seeing them really soon.
Maia Faulkner, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Good on you.
Yeah, lovely story. Tough time for Ronald McDonald House at the moment as well. They're not eligible for that government COVID funding, and you can imagine how hard it is to fundraise right now. So if you do want to chip in some money, there's an emergency appeal on to manage costs, and you can find out the details on our Facebook page.
It's pretty tough for all charities, right?